Hey there everyone, welcome to Violet's Dream Tarot. I'm going to be doing today a video from my Fairytale video series, which is in the playlist section if you want to watch all of them. You don't need to watch them in any particular order, but I haven't done much for this series for quite a while now, so I thought I would get back and film another video for the series. So these videos kind of say that your life is like a journey, and so we're looking at it like a fairy tale with kind of different things to deal with along the way, and today's video is called Angels and Devils. So basically this video is going to be looking into things that you're doing well at this time, things that are really good about your energy or that are going well in your life, things that you don't need to work on, and then also the kind of issues or blockages that you're dealing with, maybe shadow self issues I'm expecting to come out, so this may be quite confronting. If you've never done any shadow work before, or if you've never thought about issues that you can cause subconsciously or that might be around you at this time, this might be a video that you find a little bit overwhelming or confronting. So just giving that trigger warning out there if you guys don't feel like you're ready to tackle parts of yourself that might not be very favourable or that you might not wish to have, traits about yourself. So that's what we're doing today. Lots of oracle cards as always, and I want to say a big thank you to the lovely Miriam for the new Dark Goddess Oracle cards, which I received from my wish list. They're absolutely beautiful. Really looking forward to using them today. And as always, big thank you to all of my patrons and my subscribers. My patrons including Alexandra, Kat, Kelly, Chris and Virginia. Thank you so much for your support. Miriam has been exceptionally generous and so kind to send that lovely deck, so please do show us some love if she's in the comments, you guys. And yeah, just thank you to everyone who's supported this channel in any way at all. So let's take a look at the piles now. We've got these little zodiac cards on them again, kind of constellation cards. So over on pile 1 we've got Delphinus, constellation Delphinus, and we'll be using the Angel Tarot cards, which I haven't used for so long. And you can just kind of ask yourself, what am I dealing with? What's my energy like at this time? What issues do I need to work on? Group 2 has Cygnus and the Halloween Tarot. And group 3 has Lynx and the Fairy Tarot cards. So you can take as much time as you need. You can pause the video if you want to, or go back to the start of the video if you feel like you need more time. Take a deep breath, choose intuitively. Don't pick your favourite deck or your favourite constellation card, just pick based on where you're feeling intuitively pulled, because that will give you the more accurate reading. It's fine to pick more than one pile if you can't decide. You might get a 50-50 reading from both of them, like you get messages roughly from both, or maybe one of them is your main reading and then you get some extra messages from the other one. It's going to be different for everyone because obviously this is a general reading on YouTube, you guys. It's not a private reading, so if something doesn't resonate, let it go. Don't take it, just accept the messages that seem to resonate with you. And when you guys are ready, I'm going to get started with pile number 1. Hey there you guys, welcome to your reading if you chose pile 1 with the Delphinus constellation card and the Angel Tarot cards. Let's see what's going on for you right now. Let's see what your angels and devils are at this time. Start with tarot. Okay, so we've got 2 of water, 2 of cups, a relationship that continues to grow closer, forgiveness, the positive resolution of a conflict, 10 of water, a contented and rewarding family life, your emotional and material needs are met, trustworthy relationships. Then we have the Emperor, Archangel Michael, organization and logic, structure and discipline, leadership. And finally, Page of Earth, Page of Pentacles, scholarly, dependable, patient, successful, good news about financial matters, wanting to do something more challenging, a new area of study. Interesting. So I'm seeing Aries, Taurus, Virgo, Capricorn. What I'm feeling is that relationships are going well at this time, regardless of whether you're in a romantic relationship or not. I feel like your relationships are fulfilling. Maybe you've forgiven someone recently or kind of healed a relationship that was lagging. Maybe you've met up with an old friend or got in touch with someone who you've kind of not spoken to for a while. I just get the sense of healing there in relationships and strong bonds with people who really care about you and who are kind of on your same wavelength. And also I'm seeing very positive matters when it comes to your hard work. So if this is work or study or just your personal goals, I'm seeing you doing really well in that area of your life. So that's a great big thumbs up there. And I'm kind of drawn to this where it says wanting to do something more challenging. Because with the Emperor, I always get this feeling of restriction. Like, obviously, he's a hard worker. He is someone who is able to organize his life and delegate and make sure that things are running smoothly. But he doesn't kind of venture out into new places all that often. That's kind of the Empress's role, is to expand, whereas he orders what he's already got. So that's what I'm feeling, is that maybe there is a need to be more adventurous here, or a desire to get out into the world, because there's not much there in terms of devils. Okay, let's get you an inner child card. Two of Wands, yes, that sense of expansion again, and knowing yourself as well. This fairy girl is looking into the water and then she's seeing her true self reflected back to her, and her true self is happy and smiling. So it's kind of like a deep understanding of you, really searching deep down for who you are. And that's interesting because the Emperor is not someone that I would say is very reflective. So maybe that's what this is saying, is kind of turn your attention away from the outside world inwards. Don't worry about how you come across to others, but start looking at how you are on the inside. What's the true self? Then we have Mugwort, intuition. So developing your intuition. Maybe this is something you should try, or something that's especially potent at this time. Intuitive nudges. Knowing things that are going to happen before they do. Being pushed down a certain path, not really knowing why. Maybe some of you are also having some quite vivid dreams. You're just being pushed to explore a little bit more, is what I'm feeling. Go kind of beyond your comfort zone a little bit, or read around areas that you've never really known much about. Whether that's spiritually or to do with your career, maybe learning some kind of new skill. Maynard, number 19, madness, ecstatic ritual, energy release. So there's a kind of built up energy here that needs to be worked through or needs to be released. Maybe that's why that you're saying get out there, get out into the world, try new things. Maybe you kind of feel a bit stuck. The Emperor does have a little bit of stuffiness about it, like you're kind of stuck on the same old throne every day, watching other people do all the stuff for you, but not really getting to experience it yourself. So there's a need to kind of move more, have new experiences. The red shoes, obsession, number 20. Interesting. So some of you really fixated on a particular person or idea. Maybe you're really, really desperate to just get moving again, get out into the world. Maybe there is a particular relationship that you have your sights set on and you can't let this person go. I'm feeling, for some of you, I'm hearing that it's like you have a particular idea of a person, a particular vision of what this person is like, but it's not necessarily how they are in reality. It's kind of like you're seeing the potential of what they could be, or you're seeing them at their best self, but that's not who they really are, and it's kind of not who they want to be either. So that's a message for some of you from this obsession card, is that you're seeing your ideal version of this person, but it's not necessarily who they are. And that doesn't mean that it's a romantic thing. It could be friends or family, could even be someone at work. But I'm just getting this feeling that you're seeing someone from your own perspective, if that makes sense, and that they're not going to live up to whatever that expectation is. stop breaking agreements, number 31. So I need to be just kind of more loyal to yourself and to others. If you promise yourself you're not going to do something, make sure you don't do it. Or if you tell someone that you're going to be there or you're going to do something for them, always make sure to do it. Follow through on those agreements, even if it's difficult. You know, say you sign up to a class, for example, an online class, and then you just don't feel like you have the energy to go through with it every week. Just try and force yourself to do it, because once you show up consciously and you bring your energy to the table and you're ready to just deal with all this stuff, it's really going to help you, I feel. It's going to give you that sense of structure that's needed. Oh, you've got 2 Dark Goddess Oracle cards. So thank you again to the lovely, generous Miriam giving us these gorgeous cards. We have Inanna, also known as Ishtar, Seduction. So a lot of you definitely focused on a particular relationship. And Baba Yaga, Loss. Interesting. So yeah, this seduction and obsession, I feel, is maybe tied into the 2 of Water or the 10 of Water, that you guys have your sights set on someone. Probably not a message for all of you, but I feel that some of you just are either hunting down a particular person, like there's someone at work or someone in your friendship group or someone that you kind of vaguely know, and you really, really want to be with this person. But you're seeing them at their best self, okay? You're not seeing them at who they really are. You're not seeing them as they are behind closed doors or when they're in a relationship. You're just seeing them as their best self, or your idealized version of them, because it's kind of this rosy, what's the word? Rose-colored glasses view. That's just this feeling I'm getting. And then Baba Yaga, there's this sense of loss as well. Like you guys maybe know that this person isn't how you're seeing them really, or you know that this is kind of going to a dead end, or maybe you just feel bad that you keep letting yourself or others down. And maybe that's being repeated elsewhere as well, like you don't meet up with a friend when you've agreed to, and then they brush you off as well, and it just feels like this cycle of broken agreements, or this cycle of disappointment in a sense. So I'm sorry that you're going through that, group 1. For some of you, I don't think it's a particular person either. For some of you, I feel as though you're just really hoping that someone new is going to come into your life, whether romantically or as a friend. Maybe even some of you hoping for a new opportunity at work. And it's like you're so focused on that. You're so maybe visualizing that, trying to manifest it, and it's just really taking over your life. So just, I would say, take a breather. Let out this kind of pent-up energy that we've got here. Try not to think about this situation for a little while, maybe a week or so, and then return to it once you've had that breathing space, once you've been out walking a lot, moving a lot, you know, working on you. I know that can be super difficult though when something is just completely taking over your mind, to try and stop thinking about it. So don't take that as a flippant piece of advice, because I know how difficult it is. But that's what I'm seeing as like the best kind of advice to give you guys who are really consumed by an issue at this time. Play your hand, number 39. Okay, so you're being asked to really show the universe what it is that you want by taking some concrete action. Now this is an Alana Fairchild deck, so you guys, if you're regular viewers of my channel, you know what I'm about to do. I'm going to read you the opening lines to the guidebook entry for this card, because Alana Fairchild's decks are incredible, but the guidebooks are like novels. So we'd be here forever if I read the full entry about this card, but let's just read the little introduction. Have you been playing your cards close to your chest? Have you been waiting for the universe to give you a sign, for life to show you how to proceed? Maybe that's connected to the intuition card there. Sometimes we need to be patient and surrendered, but there's also a time to take the initiative. It's your time to show your hand to the universe. What do you want? What can you offer? Ask, express, expect. The universe is waiting for you to make your move. So basically it's like saying, take a move down a particular direction, whether it's connected to a new opportunity or a new hobby, whether it's connected to healing, stopping breaking agreements. Maybe that's the key to what you could start doing to show the universe where your energy is focused or what you're hoping for. and then the universe comes to meet you. It's like you're being asked to meet them halfway. It's not just about visualization or prayer or hoping. It's also about taking those first steps. If that makes sense, group 1. First chakra, Archangel Michael in the reverse, number 35. So you've got 2 Archangel Michael cards. No other archangels have come out. So Archangel Michael's really working with you at this time, group 1. He is the powerful archangel of protection and strength. He's said to be the most powerful of all the archangels, in fact, and his presence is just really, really lovely. So also there is a blocked root chakra here. So this may come across for you guys as feeling unsettled, ungrounded, kind of like you don't have a lot of control over your life, because the root chakra is kind of the seat of our existence. It's what makes us feel grounded in our reality. It's what makes us feel secure in what we're experiencing. And so when there's a blockage there, or when it's kind of weak or not well cared for, then we end up feeling unsettled. Our mind is racing. We don't know what to do. We feel like we're not at the wheel of our lives anymore, and that things are just happening without our input. So I feel like you're being asked to actually work with Archangel Michael. You can ask him for help. You can ask him for guidance or protection or healing or strength. Whatever it is, you can ask him for a sign, because I feel you guys have pretty strong intuition at this time. And I recommend, and I feel like I've been saying this so much recently, but I recommend checking out the YouTube channel Meditative Mind, because they offer chakra sound healing videos. So you can just put that music on in the background, or you can use it as a meditation aid. You can just have it on while you're doing stuff around the house, but you can find a root chakra one and just have that to try and strengthen that root chakra. So now I'm going to get you a card from the Demon Tarot. Ooh, wow, that was very, very quick. So devils that you're dealing with, we've got Circus, also known as Circus, is a knight and president of hell with 29 military units under his command. He rides a pale horse and carries a lance, and demonographers say he has a long white beard. And then you also have Sabbat. The Sabbats are the gatherings of witches for ritual or celebration. They may occur during the nights of the full moons, at the changes of seasons, and when a coven wishes to gather for strength and communion. So let's take a look at the guidebook and see what these have to say. This Demon Tarot is kind of a new deck for me, so I'm still getting used to it. Okay, so Circus is said to have many gift and specialities. All of them of benefit to the summoner and given with general goodwill. He's knowledgeable about many sciences, including the uses of stones and herbs in medicine and alchemy. He's also gifted with all forms of public speaking, from logic and debate to speeches and persuasion. He's a great lover of the arts. So he's saying focus on gaining eloquence and grace. So expressing yourself clearly and eloquently and having people listen to you more. Maybe also just kind of saying out loud what you're feeling or what you want or what you're going through, because that could help you just make sense of this whole situation. And then the Sabbat here, taken from the Hebrew word for the day of rest, obviously what we get connection with Saturday, Subbota in Russian. This says, focus on tradition and ceremony, surround yourself with family and like-minded individuals, because obviously this is all about community and coming together. So this really makes sense with the 2 of Water and 10 of Water cards, that your family and friends, if you show up for them, that Stop Breaking Agreements card, can really be there to help you, can really support you at this time. You can kind of forget about other situations when you spend time with people, even if it's like spending time online, although I know that's not the same. Denke noch mal darüber nach. Think about it again. Yeah, you're being asked to reconsider something here, group 1. In den kommenden Wochen, in the coming weeks, absolutely. So this also really looks like Archangel Michael, because his color is dark blue, so he's really, really calling out to you guys to ask him for his help. Angels can't help unless you ask them, because they can't interfere with your free will, but they are really, really loving and desperate to help. So over the next few weeks, take some time from whatever issue is consuming your thoughts right now. Work on the root chakra, getting yourself grounded, work on showing up, keeping promises that you make to yourself and others, even if it's just in your mind. Like, you don't have to say something to someone to kind of make a promise to them, if you know what I mean. And then return to whatever is really eating away at you after you've had this little bit of time to think, this little space to breathe. Then you have Malkut. Wow, you guys, ground the kingdom. Wow, so Malkut is the final emanation on the Tree of Life in the Kabbalah. I know this is a very spiritual reading, so I'm sorry if this is like not making sense to a lot of you guys. But basically, the Tree of Life in the Kabbalah shows the different stages of creation. So the first stage of creation is like when a thought is about to come into your head, and then the final stage of creation, Malkut, is when something comes into reality. But what I'm really connecting this to is not just about physical manifestation, but also the root chakra, because this is, you know, the final emanation. It's connected to the ground, the kingdom. Definitely you guys need to work on feeling more grounded and settled. That's just incredible. Let's get you another little Angelarium card from the year 2 deck that my best friend ever in the world sent to me. Cambial, Angel of Aquarius. Some of you have Aquarius energy. We've got the process of creation requires us to draw something from within and bring it out into the world. We take the experiences and emotions that have been given to us and pass them along, the good and the bad, beauty and pain. Those close to Cambial know this process very well. To enrich those around us, we sacrifice a little piece of ourselves, pouring out our hearts in the hope that another vessel will take a drop of it with them. There's a lot here about manifestation and creation. I'll just get you a couple more cards, group 1, and then we'll do your charms and dice. Sinnlosigkeit, number 24. Meaninglessness or senselessness. This feeling that there's not meaning at this time, that this life at this time is very devoid of opportunities for you. Like, why am I even here? But look at the angel in the top left-hand corner there who's trying to point this person back to this green place where there is opportunity. So definitely working on opening up that intuition and just kind of listening to those signs that you're being given. Got number 2 there. Let's see which angel this is. Angel of Wisdom. Admire the beauty and vastness of the cosmos and remember to be humble. Beautiful. Buď trpělivý, všechno má svůj čas. Be patient, everything has its time. Another dark blue angel there. Žij svůj život, live your life. Vydej se za svým cílem. Go after your goal. So very similar to that play your hand card. And then the other 2 about being patient and just kind of living your life in the meantime, I feel is connected to this issue that is really eating away at your mind, whether it is about a relationship or something else. You know how it relates to you. So we'll get you your final card, one of these little tokens of light, and then we'll do your charms and dice. Number 63, Disclosure and Disillusionment. And this is the visualization on the back. Okay, let's read from the guidebook, see if anything jumps out at me. Number 63, that's one of the last cards in the deck because there's only 66. So this is the Hebrew letter Shin down here, and this says, awakening from unrealistic notions, sudden disillusionment and clarification of a certain situation. Long-kept secrets are revealed and new facts are exposed, finally clearing up things that enable you to reconsider your attitude regarding an oppressive situation. A voice from the past creates a change of consciousness and makes you realize that you have been living in delusion up until now. Meeting a sensible person that knows how to set things right, who tells you exactly what he thinks about you. Whatever will be revealed is important to your growth, and it is not done out of wickedness or vengefulness. This new insight will force you to create changes and set new goals. If you experience a foggy or complicated situation, things will clarify because of a sudden, unexpected revelation. So kind of again, I feel it's connected to whatever you're really focused on at this time, that you're not seeing it exactly as it is, but you're seeing it kind of how you want to see it, if that makes sense, group 1. So I said that this reading may feel a little bit confronting, so I'm sorry if that is the case, if it's a bit close to the bone, but that's what I'm seeing, is that you're kind of not seeing something exactly how it is, and then you're going to realize soon, like, oh, okay, that was, now I understand, yeah? And that kind of sets you free when you do that, because suddenly you're like, oh my goodness, of course this is the answer, or, you know, of course this is what I should be doing now that I've got the full facts. So we'll get your charms on top now, group 1. Quick warning for anyone who just wants to turn their volume down, because it might be a bit loud for those of you that don't like the sound. And then we'll do your dice. Definitely feel like there's a lot of wisdom within you that's about to be revealed, group 1. You've got an earth elemental there. So there's a lot of earth energy. I know we've got Aquarius as well, but I feel strong earth energy for this pile. The earth elemental is also telling you it's fine to be different. It's fine to do things differently from others. You've got guardian angels working with you, especially Archangel Michael, I feel, is just really around you. You've got the letter N. Could be someone's name, could be a word or a place. Fearless. Lovely, tackling your shadow self without fear. You've got Capricorn as a sign there as well. So again, earth energy, and you've got the snowflake obsidian ball, which is about overcoming obstacles. So you are going to overcome whatever is in your way at this time. You are going to overcome these devils. Snowflake obsidian also connected to Capricorn. I believe it's one of their kind of closely connected crystals. You've got the olive branch there, so harmony, forgiveness, improvement in relationships where they've been kind of tattered or neglected. You've got healing with the star, optimism, faith, being guided as well, and of course the star in tarot is connected to the sign of Aquarius, so that makes a lot of sense as well. We've also got the hairdryer. Now my meaning for the hairdryer is blowing hot and cold, like kind of being uncertain as to what you're meant to be doing or what steps you should be taking. So you could be experiencing that feeling right now, or someone is kind of blowing hot and cold on you. Again, it could also be related to breaking agreements. And then we've got the Russian doll, so possibly a connection to Russia for some of you through a name or a surname, someone who speaks Russian, someone who has Russian family history. But this is also about bottling up emotions and not kind of letting other people know how you're feeling, just painting on a pretty face, which often doesn't work out very well because eventually you just end up blurting them out to someone at an inconvenient time. So this, I can't remember what card it was that was talking about this. I think it might have been the forecast card, but this is kind of about speaking up again, letting people hear you, knowing that you have a voice that deserves to be heard. Going to be rolling the 5th set of dice for you, group 1. Those are the actions dice. They look like this. And I'm rolling 7 of them for you. Okay, group 1. Interesting. Okay, so I am seeing pain. I am seeing something hurting for you at this time, kind of whether something big has happened or not, or you just sense that something's happening or not going your way. There is pain there that you're feeling. I do also get the sense that you're trying to capture a certain life for yourself or manifest something, but in a very specific way for a lot of you. So some of you are just trying to manifest a partner, some of you are trying to manifest a specific person, and I feel like that is making you feel worried when they don't seem to be showing signs of coming towards you, or you're just seeing this person in a very particular way. But other people who are watching this are just manifesting someone in general, but they just feel worried that they're not seeing the results of that yet. So you see how it's all tied in, like these different strands all make sense for this group. Trying really hard, like exerting yourself a lot. It's time to pull back a little bit. Just take a little rest from all of the hard work that you've been putting in and the strong energy that you've been sending out, because it's kind of overwhelming you and you just need to relax a little bit. We've got the dancing person and the person listening to relaxing music. So this could be very healing for you. Movement, as we talked about earlier, and music. Maybe the chakra sound healing that I was talking about, or just something else that's calming. And then finally, we've got the person who's looking in the distance, someone who's pointing in the future and saying, yes, that place. And it landed on this card. So it's like, you know, we're going to the right place now. We're seeing where our future lies. So I don't think things will be as difficult for you in the next few weeks or in a month's time. I feel like you'll have really shifted your energy a lot. But that's what I'm seeing from your cards here today, Group 1. I'm seeing a lot of positivity in terms of hard work, in terms of career and goals, study, and positive relationships around you. But I'm also seeing a need to expand more, listen to your intuition, show up, and work on those shadow self issues that we've drawn up, but also work on the root chakra and feeling more grounded and more secure in your daily existence. So I really hope you enjoyed this Group 1. Please do comment below. Let me know how it resonated with you. Please like, share and subscribe if you enjoyed this. And if you want to get more involved with what I do here on the channel, check out my description box. I have lots of links in there to help you do that. You can book a private reading or an angel healing session on my Etsy page. You can go ahead and follow me on Bilibili or Instagram if you'd like to do that. If you want to get access to exclusive content and things like giveaways that I post only on Patreon, then check out my Patreon page. There's lots of stuff on there if you really like my content. And if you want to donate to the channel, thank you so much. Check out my Amazon wishlist and my indie deck wishlist in the description box if you want to send a deck like the lovely Miriam, or donate via PayPal or my Etsy tips jar if you just want to leave a tip or a donation. That's absolutely great. Thank you so much, you guys. Have a wonderful rest of your day, and I'll see you again soon. Bye bye. Take care. Hey there everyone, welcome to your reading if you chose pile 2 and the Cygnus constellation card and the Halloween tarot. This is going to be your reading. So let's take a look and see what angels and devils you're dealing with at this time, what issues and what good things you've done as well. Group 1's reading was pretty heavy, so let's see if this one's any different. So we've got the King of Bats there, King of Swords. Love this deck. Then we have the Four of Pumpkins, or the Four of Pentacles. The World. And the Star. So Gemini, Libra, Aquarius, but especially Aquarius are coming through at this time. All the air signs. So I'm feeling like you guys are doing really well when it comes to career and education, any kind of ambitions that you have, essentially. I'm seeing you doing really well at those. I'm seeing you being top of your game. Just feel like you've put in a lot of hard work and now there's a lot of respect for you. So that's really great. And I also feel as though you have kind of completed a cycle. So some of you maybe are moving house, moving jobs, graduating and moving on. Maybe you're pulling away from a particular friendship group or a particular relationship and you're just, you know, looking forward to the next new thing, because this is saying well done. You've completed a cycle, you've kind of closed one chapter of your life and you're moving on to something new and better and of a higher level, higher vibration. You guys are also going through a lot of healing at this time and are making long-term plans for the future. What I am seeing with the Four of Pumpkins is that there is a need to kind of protect your energy more or guard your energy a little bit more. So I'm curious as to what this is going to be about specifically when we get the Oracle cards, but for me, when I see the Four of Pumpkins or Four of Pentacles in any deck, I kind of feel like putting up a little bit of a wall, maybe not telling people as much about your plans or about yourself so that they can't subconsciously, energetically sabotage that, or so that they can't kind of judge you or anything. Being like, you know, not loose-lipped or anything. And I also feel a little bit like kind of protecting who you allow into your private circle. So who you let into your home, for example, or who you choose to trust, who you choose to confide in, these kinds of things. Who you choose to spend time with as well, consciously pulling away from people that you know are difficult for you to be around, or just toxic or aggressive in any way. Oh, then you've got a few inner child cards here. You have 3 of crystals, so 3 of pentacles are these cute little gnome children there. So, so cute. Then we have Beauty and the Beast, which is the strength card. And then we have 3 of Wands, so another 3. Really interesting. So I'm seeing there being very positive energies surrounding creativity. Any kind of inspiration, anything that is to do with creation, music, dancing, art, writing, singing, anything like that is really positively aspected, even if it's not something that you do personally, but something that you do at work, for example, or something you're doing as a project at university or school or college. 3 of Crystals is also saying there are people who are willing to work with you. There are people who are willing to support you. So you have a good energy when it comes to other people. And also with this Beauty and the Beast card, Leo energy coming through. And I'm just feeling this sense of overcoming difficulty. Like, again, I get this sense of healing. Really overcoming a lot of stuff from your past specifically. I'm seeing there as having been a difficult past or a very difficult few years. And it's kind of like Spirit saying, well done, pat on the back for all the healing you've been through, or for all of the hard work that you've put in to really pull yourself out of that dark time or difficult time. Mustard, faith. Wow, so this sense of having faith in yourself and having faith in the universe as well to provide for you or to keep you on the right path. I'm noticing that you're getting a lot of kind of yellowy, orangey colours as well, so that's also similar. This feeling of brightness, of vibrancy, good health as well. We have, whoa, creator. Number 9, creator, catalyst, maker, mother, father. So this mother, father is maybe saying some of you didn't have the best upbringing. Some of you had a very difficult past, which you're now just kind of starting to deal with, or you're pulling yourself out of that difficult experience that you have and realizing that it doesn't actually define you. You can be successful, you can be creative, you can be happy, free, whatever you want to be, without letting that define you, without dwelling on that past. Also, obviously, just another message that creation is going really well for you, or that you're getting a lot of inspiration right now. There are people who want to help you. The poisoned apple, jealousy, number 6. So this is something to be aware of, is being jealous of other people. Could be as simple as being jealous of other people's abilities, or being jealous of their upbringing or the chances that they had in life. Especially if you feel that your upbringing or that your start in life or in career or in a particular path was much more challenging than other people's. Maybe you have friends or colleagues, for example, and you just think that person has had everything handed to them, and I've had to work so hard to get to where I am, and they don't know what difficulty is because they've never had to face it, you know? Maybe for some of you there's also a family member that you feel gets more praise than you, or gets more I don't know, attention than you, and you feel like that's unfair. Maybe you work harder than that person, or you're just a nicer person than they are, but for some reason they get all the praise. Temper your criticism, number 3. That's your mystical healing reading card there. So try to address that inner critical voice when it's anything from comparing yourself to others in a kind of jealous or envious way, even if that's completely understandable and justified, to looking at what you've created or looking at your work and thinking this is terrible. Try to address that inner critic as much as you can and just say, look, you don't own me, you know. Let's get you a Dark Goddess Oracle from the lovely Miriam. Aradia, defense. Yes, Aradia is this protector goddess, so this need to really protect your energy. If you feel as though maybe you're living at home still and there is this family member that's just getting all the praise, or if you're kind of working with someone who just consistently does less than you or the same as you but just ends up getting a lot more praise than you, just try and pull away from any interaction with that person. Just, you know, if someone starts a conversation about them, just answer in, you know, a one-word answer, or just kind of shut down the conversation in a polite way. Don't engage with this person, just pull back your energy. And if you feel like someone is really pushing you and trying to get into your energy or your auric field, just kind of say to yourself, you can do this in meditation or you can say it in your head when this person's around you, I don't give you permission to be in my energy field or to be attached to my energy anymore. I release you with love, you know, whatever you want to say, just say something like that. It can be really helpful. Princess Victorious, number 6. Gorgeous card. Okay, you guys, this is perfect for you, especially if you feel as though there is this person or people that are getting the better of you, or that are kind of getting opportunities more than you, because this is saying you might not win this battle, but you'll win the war. So let's just read the little introduction from the guidebook, because this is an Alana Fairchild deck and I love the way she writes. This says, you are being asked to be a big picture person for the moment. Sometimes immediate gratification has to give way for a grander scheme unfolding, which will ultimately lead you to far greater and more meaningful success. What seems to be a delay, obstacle, loss, or even failure now is a twist in the plot of your life, necessary for your gracious destiny to unfold according to a higher plan. It can be hard to keep the faith when you've been defeated just one too many times. It's easy to make fear and doubt mean something they don't. It's usually something like being doomed to fail, and so we might as well give up. However, fear and doubt are just symptoms of fatigue. They are signs that we are feeling battle-weary when it comes to life. You'll be given the power to succeed at the right time and in the best way for all concerned. Excellent. And it's also about being able to look back in the future and actually being grateful for not getting what you thought you wanted at the time, because you realize actually it wasn't what I needed. So this is really positive, you guys. I love that card. I love it. Happy family in the reverse, number 4. Yeah, you feel like you are not supported, whether that's by your actual family or just by your friendship group or at work. You feel as though people around you are not giving you the recognition or the support that you deserve, or you feel they're just very draining on your energy. Maybe they want different things for you that you want for yourself. Then your Demon Tarot card is Habarim, also known as Aim. Is a Duke of Hell in command of 26 military units. He carries a torch and has 3 heads. In the centre, that of a man, on the left a serpent, and on the right a cat. So this is a pretty new deck for me. I only got it recently and I'm still kind of getting used to what the cards mean. So we'll check out the guidebook, see what it says. Okay. So Habarim is a witty and intelligent demon who'll answer all manner of questions truthfully and in good humour, but his tendency to destruction carries even into conversations. It is said that Habarim delights in using his sharp tongue to cut down those who summon him and their friends and foes alike. Just like the fire he wields, Habarim's wit does not care what it destroys, it only wants more fuel. So this card is asking you to beware of sharp wit and cunning becoming a destructive force if not tempered with consideration. So I just feel like that's saying, even if you feel in some way hurt by someone or offended by someone, or you're just sick of other people getting opportunities or getting praise or draining your energy, try not to lash out in anger. Try not to say things that other people will then go and say, oh, this person said this, aren't they horrible? You know, try not to be that person. Just answer curtly but politely, you know, just a one-word answer or something that's designed to stop conversation, doesn't invite any more discussion, and then just try and move on. Try and rise above it and be the bigger person. My grandmother always says there's a great view from the moral high ground, so maybe try and keep that in mind. Yes, okay, so these angel cards are saying Erfolg, success. You are going to experience success soon, and you've already come so far already. And also compromise. Try and just temper that anger or that jealousy or that upset at what you've been through. Try and stay balanced and in moderation. Chochmah, right eye, wisdom. Interesting. See, group 1 also got one of these cards that wasn't an angel, but actually part of the tree of life, like you've just done. So Chochmah is the right eye. It's the second emanation on the tree of life. Recommend looking up the tree of life if you don't know about Kabbalah very much, because obviously this reading's very spiritual. This says, a vessel to hold that which is most precious, the first gate out of potentiality and a step into the realm of the unknown. Chochmah is the first moment a newborn child opens its eyes, that child's first steps and first word. He is the beginning of a lifelong journey whose path disappears over the horizon. Where Keter, the first emanation, the one before this one, is the pen that hovers over the page, Chochmah is the moment of contact. From nothingness, wisdom is formed. To have insight into that which is not known is a gift that is not bestowed lightly. The great orb breaks the surface of our consciousness. So this is like, again, this brand new beginning that's coming in for you, and it's just kind of breaking through at this time. You're probably not even realizing it yet. You're not even feeling it yet. You're not aware of it. There is this bright new beginning coming for you. It's already been sorted out for you, is what the angels are saying. It's kind of already in the offing, behind the scenes. It's just not made it into the real world quite yet. You've also got number 24 there. See which angel that is. Angel of forgiveness. Wow. Resentments must be let go of in order to overcome life's problems and anguish. So yeah, trying not to carry this feeling around with you, not letting it eat away at you and make you someone that you don't want to be. Then we have Penemue, Angel of the Written Word, which is super, super interesting because there was that message there about, from the other Angelarium deck, about the pen first making contact with the paper. And then you've got so many creative messages here. So this just says, what hath been wrought across the fiery hilltop, these sculptures of men whose names the angels forgot. Such a beautiful message. So strong creative energy for you guys at this time. Possibly also a suggestion that you can write down your frustrations or your feelings towards others and therefore not have to express them in words, not have to say it, because you kind of have got it out by writing it down. Máš právo určit si hranice. Absolutely, you have the right to set a boundary for yourself. Protecting your energy, is that not just exactly what we've been seeing in this reading so far? Love it when we keep getting repeated messages. There's Schatten, number 23, the shadow self. Fears, worries, not wanting to become a bad person. Not wanting to feel jealous or angry or, you know, someone who sends out negative thoughts to other people. You don't want to be that person. It's just the situation you're in is making you feel that way. So we'll get you one more card, group 2, and then we'll do your charms and your dice. So we've got number 31, to contain and absorb, that visualization there. Then we also got number 62, involvement and pertinence. Oh, dropping it. And number 59, willpower. So I'll take a look at the guidebook for these and see if there is anything that kind of jumps out at me there. These are the lovely tokens of light cards that I just recently received. Really, really love them. They're connected to the Kabbalah. So number 31, first of all, is the Hebrew letter Kaf. There. To absorb and contain. A vessel for receptivity and containment, relentless curiosity, and a desire to absorb as much as possible from the environment. Such thirst for knowledge can be compared to the palm of a hand stretched out to grab more and more. You are aware of new discoveries and know many secrets, attentive to those around you with well-developed antennas. You use your imagination and psychic ability to absorb remote data and can identify it correctly and attribute it to the right category, if there is a need, to contain the negative, difficult things in life. You do it without complaints. The skill of absorbing and processing information gives a person an edge over the others. In any situation that is vague and confusing for most people, one will be able to see clearly. Okay, interesting. So then your second card is number 62 with the Hebrew letter Shin. Involvement and pertinence. So involvement in the social environment, joy and enthusiasm, emotion, love of people and informal behaviour, giving great importance to family and social life, dynamic and vibrant relationships, and sensitivity to the needs of others. Logic and justice overcome a state of conflict, and peace is achieved after concessions and fair behaviour. Problems with family relations are resolved because of the obligation to do justice with a person who is deprived or mistreated, or reward someone who gave of themselves. You feel popular, attract a lot of attention, and are nourished by the love and sympathy around you. Family life is the firm basis of all the activities, and there's a constant search for possession and stable livelihood in order to establish your social success. So I feel like that's a positive message for the future. Even if this does not talk about your biological family, it could be talking about a found family, you know, friends, sense of community, people who really get you. And then your final card, willpower, is the Hebrew letter Resh, number 59. And this says the train is racing forward. Intense movement, changes, empowerment, strong will, and an urge to execute plans. The birth of new ideas, fertility, creativity, growth, and construction. A mighty willpower is developed due to a sense of deprivation, and you are pushed into intense efforts to become the winner in every area you perform in. Tough competition is forcing someone to act relentlessly until goals are fulfilled and desires are satisfied. A realistic person, a leader who can clearly see all the aspects of a given situation, apply his power to dominate and control his surroundings, being the engine that activates everything, to take a wide space in society and always reach the number one position. Excellence achieved due to self-confidence and uncompromised willpower. So I feel that's you guys working so hard just to kind of prove yourselves to yourselves. Because I see you guys as really being on top of your game as far as that's concerned. So let's get your charms on top. Just a quick warning if you want to turn down the volume because they can be a bit loud, and I know that not everyone likes the sound of them. And then we'll do your dice as well to finish up your reading. Aha, we can see the creative charm there. So definitely you guys have this strong creative streak which you are able to use to your advantage. We've got the Father Christmas charm and also the snowman, and they are both messages about winter. So possibly you had difficult experiences over the winter time. The gingerbread man is about something slowly coming to terms, or slowly kind of improving, slowly manifesting. Leo again. Another creativity symbol with the ink bottle there, again about writing, so that might be a message for you about writing down your feelings. Healing, the starfish. Angels are working with you at this time. They are around you, and you have good friends around you, or you soon will have a good friend who is there to support you. There is love there for you, whether romantic or otherwise. There are people who are very drawn towards you with the perfume bottle, very attracted towards you and want to kind of be around you and help you. We've got the household, livelihood, family life, with the chair really kind of taking up a lot of your thoughts there. With the shadow self, really a lot of worry about that. We also have the swallow. That's about someone or something returning to your life. Maybe could also be about you kind of recently dwelling a lot on your past and your upbringing, and it's just brought back a lot of feelings that you'd had buried or that you thought you dealt with. And then we've got the message of love coming your way. So someone is going to send you a message of love. You are going to hear kind words from someone or see kind words written down about you. It's a really lovely message. Let's get your dice on top as well. Okay, we're rolling the second set of dice. Those are the original dice. They look like this. Ooh. Okay, that's a 1, so I'll roll again. 4. So we're rolling 4 dice for you, group 2. Aha, yes. So the busy bee, someone who has been working hard, who is going to prove themselves, you know, and the family life again with the house. So this is really weighing on your mind, whether it is your biological family or a chosen family. There's a lot weighing on your mind here, and you are being asked with the Libra symbol there to come into moderation, to try and balance out these feelings so that they don't consume you, or so that they don't feel overwhelming or cause you to behave in a way that you would later look back on and regret. And you've got the gorgeous Wheel of Fortune dice there, so things are about to turn in your favor. As I was saying with these cards here, there's going to be like this positive new beginning that you're just not quite aware of yet, but which has already been worked out for you in the angelic realm, divine realm, whatever you want to call it, behind the scenes. It's already been laid out for you essentially, and now it's just going to start coming into reality. So I really hope you enjoyed this group too. Please do let me know in the comments if you did. Let me know how it resonated. Please like, share and subscribe if you enjoyed this, and check out the description box for lots of links if you want to get more involved with what I do here on the channel. You can go ahead and book a private reading or an angel healing session through my Etsy page. You can follow me on Instagram or Bilibili if you'd like to do that. You can become a patron on my Patreon page if you are interested in watching more exclusive content that I post only on there, or getting access to giveaways and things that I do on my Patreon page. Definitely check that out. And if you would like to donate to the channel like the lovely Miriam did, thank you so much. Check out my Amazon wishlist and my indie deck wishlist for new decks that I'd really love to get for the channel, or if you'd just like to leave a tip or a small donation, thank you so much. Check out my PayPal link, and I have an Etsy tips jar as well if you're over on Etsy. And just thank you to all of you who've done that, and thank you to everyone for spending your time with me here today and sharing your energy with me. Hope you've enjoyed this reading. Have a lovely rest of your day, and I'll see you again soon. Bye bye. Take care. Hey there group 3, welcome to your reading. If you chose the Lynx constellation card and the Fairy Tarot cards, let's see what you're going through right now. Let's see what angels and devils you're dealing with. Okay, so we've got Unity there as your first card, which is the Hierophant. Do the right thing for the right reason. Compare traditional versus new approaches to see which works for you. A spiritually minded community. The Hermit, wow, number 9. Find or be a mentor. Take a break from society. A commitment to your spiritual growth. two major arcana cards right next to each other. Then you have the Six of Autumn, or Six of Pentacles. The good you do comes back to you. An unexpected inflow of money, borrowing wisely or repaying a debt. And then Six of Winter. Positive changes are on their way, a welcome relief from troubled times, traveling or relocating. That's the Six of Swords. So I'm seeing Taurus and Virgo coming out here, possibly Capricorn as well, just to throw in all of the earth signs there. It's an interesting thing here. There's a few different things going on. Group 3, I'm seeing there being spiritual issues here. You are trying to be a good person, essentially. I'm seeing that you're trying to put out good energy. I feel like you are growing as a person. You are becoming more confident. You are kind of growing more into your authentic self. And there is a worry there as you become more powerful that you're putting yourself first more, or that you are speaking your truth, and you're worried that that means that you're sending out negative energy by not putting other people first all the time, but that's just not the case. You're definitely on a great wavelength, and you're very concerned with being a good person. I can see that you're worried that if your belief system changes, it means that you're going to be a worse person for it, but I don't think that's what's happening at this time. I think you're actually ascending in some way, so it's fine to keep exploring new belief systems. Keep doing that, keep growing, keep glowing, keep unfolding. I see there being positive aspects here, not just in spirituality, but in finance as well, getting more money, and people just liking your presence. I'm seeing more people being drawn to spending time with you. And then Six of Winter, gorgeous card, movement, travel. Some of you are moving house, or you are relocating to a different place of work possibly, or maybe a different place of study. Maybe some of you going to university, or even leaving university and starting the world of work, getting your first house, moving house, hopefully booking a holiday or something. It feels like you're getting moving. But it's not just in a physical sense. You guys are also shifting mentally. You're going to new places mentally, because I'm seeing a lot here about belief systems, the way I think, the way I act, what my energy feels like. You're very aware of this. You're very conscious of this, you guys. My group 3s always seem to be the most complicated or the most spiritual. So far, all 3 readings have been very, very, very different. And that's what I'm seeing. You're worried that if you change who you are by growing or by exploring, that you become less good, or you become somehow inauthentic, but that's not what's happening. You guys are growing more into your authentic selves, and just because there's a part of yourself that you haven't explored yet, or you haven't expressed yet in the real world, that doesn't mean that it's not you. You know, that's what I think you guys are kind of wrestling with at this time. Guide of Hearts, that is the Queen of Cups. Gorgeous fairy godmother from the Wizard of Oz. I love, love, love this card. You're being watched over a lot. You have a lot of divine love and protection. There may be loved ones in spirit watching over you, but there's also a lot of angels as well. Deities as well. You've just got a lot of energy up there in the spirit realms watching over you. You guys got Apple, Forbidden. So it feels like you're worried about expressing parts of yourself that you've never given expression to before. You're worried about how people will perceive you, or how that changes your energy and your karma. Maybe you've done something that you never thought you would do, and you think, you know, does this change me as a person? Onion, tears. Yes. A real worry about how you're coming across or what you're doing. Maybe you have experienced loss and it's made you think differently recently. I also feel that you guys are just unexpectedly sensitive at this time, maybe because there's a lot of intensity going on in the spirit realm, because you're shedding old parts of yourself, shedding your skin and becoming like this real new version of yourself. It means that you are unexpectedly touchy or sensitive. I feel as though people can, even if you feel really settled, I feel like people can just say something completely off the cuff, not meaning to hurt you or anything, and it just really cuts deep. Or you've been looking forward to something and then it doesn't happen, or it's delayed, and then suddenly you're like, oh my god, my day is ruined, and you're so upset. That's what I'm feeling. A real strong reaction to a lot of stuff. You have jealousy here, number 26. Envy, punishment, changing course, with the Lamia on that card. And you also have ancient Ancestry, Egypt, Magical Inheritance, number 4. This is definitely the most spiritual reading that we've gotten. Jealousy did come up as a theme in group 2, but it was a different deck that the card came out in. So there is maybe a feeling that other people have it easier than you, or maybe as it was for group 2, you feel like there are people in your family or friendship group or people at work that are getting more praise than you for doing less than you, or people who don't try as hard that get given opportunities that you don't. And then this magical inheritance thing, you guys possibly are remembering past lives, but a lot of you also just really developing your spiritual abilities. Maybe you're delving into something like spell casting, and you always said you wouldn't do that because you thought it was immoral to try and change energies around you, and now you're wondering if you're doing something bad. I really don't think that's the case, group 3. I think that you are really good karmically. I feel like you're actually being encouraged. Just have that little bit more confidence and faith in yourself. The Snow Queen, loyalty, number 36. Yeah, possible feeling of loyalty to your past self. Maybe also feeling loyalty to people who've hurt you just because they've been in your life a long time. Maybe this is a family issue for you, like it seemed to be for group 2. I feel like there are loyal friends around you as well. So I want to say, group 3, if you feel like someone who is normally great has let you down or has kind of hurt you by saying something off the cuff, I want to err towards forgiving that person, or try and write it off as they were having a bad day, or they were dealing with a lot and they didn't mean to say it that way, or they didn't mean to make me feel that way. Because I feel like if there has been a falling out, it was not intentional from the other person's side, if that person is normally great with you. Become more objective, number 4. Yes. Absolutely. Try not to be so emotional, as difficult as that is. Try to look at your situation objectively and rationally. Listen to your guardian angel, number 19. Strong angelic energy around you. As I was saying, there's this really heavy angelic presence watching over you and guiding you and just loving you at this time. Just so much protection. Seeing the colour orange coming through from the angelic realm as well. Could be to do with the sacral chakra. Could just be the colour of the angels around you. Pretty sure orange is very connected to Archangel Gabriel and Archangel Uriel, very creative angels. Clown of Crossroads, number 32, absolutely. You guys are at this crossroads in your life where you're not sure what the right path is anymore. You know that you're getting to a point where you're going to have to make a big decision, or you're going to have to say goodbye to one area of your life and choose to pursue another. But it's difficult. Let's read the little introduction to the guidebook, because this is an Alana Fairchild deck with the big guidebooks. So this says, opportunity is upon you, though it may seem like a farewell to what you have known. This chance is a crossroad, a time when you can go left or right. You cannot continue with everything as it has been, and this means that something will have to be released for something else to be gained. It's time for you to take your chances and make a choice. It's like you're afraid of letting go of your past self, or you're afraid of saying no. Afraid of making a choice in case it's the wrong one. But I don't think you can make the right choice right now, group 3. You can't make the wrong choice. Sorry, I don't think you can make the wrong choice because you have so much angelic energy around you. There's no way that you could make the wrong choice. There's no way that you could go down the wrong path because you have such strong guidance and you have such love around you from these higher realms. Then your gorgeous Dark Goddess Oracle card from the lovely Miriam is Lilith, Equality. Wow, so definitely another message for those of you that are working on yourself, growing in yourself. Interestingly, a snake symbolism when you've got a Lamia there. So snakes coming through here, maybe like the shedding of the skin, leaving behind the old self. Yeah, growing in confidence. Death of the ego as well, though. This isn't a confidence that's like an arrogance. Just Love that card. Love Lilith. Gorgeous, gorgeous symbolism. You've got the Temple Path, number 12. So being guided, again, that's what that card is about. Having loved ones in spirit, having spirit guides, having angels, patron gods, all guiding you to make the right choice, guiding you down the right path on this crossroads. And victory, number 28. Coming out the other side and knowing that you've done really, really well. So especially for those of you that are working towards very specific things, whether that's a personal goal or in your career or in your relationships, this is a very good card. See you doing really, really well. There's a lot of orange, isn't there? Can you see now? I said orange earlier, but now there's a lot of orange taking up the board. Okay, then you guys have 2 demon tarot cards. Your first one is Belphegor. He is also known as Baal Peor. He is a lord of hell associated with the deadly sin of sloth. His worshippers, according to demonologists, give offerings to him while taking their daily rest on the toilet. And then you also have Rahavat. Rahavat is a singular creature of which we know very little, save that he is a companion of Satan and that in his basket, on his back, he carries the souls of curmudgeons. Bit similar to Krampus, but curmudgeons, if you don't know that word, it's a bit of an old-fashioned word that means someone who is grumpy or bad-tempered. So just a quick consult of the guidebook here. This is a new deck that I haven't really had a lot of time to get used to. So Belphegor says, beware of ideas that seem like easy money with little work required, and beware of ideas that seem too good to be true as well. Okay, so in all areas, be objective, be rational. Try not to cut corners is what I'm feeling, because you have these clear goals, a lot of you, and I feel like you just want an easy choice, which is completely understandable. But you guys are hard workers by nature. You're not afraid of putting in the hard work. So as much as you might look at other people and think, well, these people slack, they do no work basically, and yet they get such an easy life, they do not get to reach the heights that you guys are going to reach. So never cut corners. Then Rahavat here says focus on seeing past the harsh armour of age and experience. Many sharp or grumpy individuals are simply harsh because life has taught them to expect the worst of others, so they show the worst of themselves first. So try not to be sucked in by first impressions. Try and give people the benefit of the doubt, especially if someone has hurt you, like I said, but they're usually fine. May just have been a bad day for them. I'm also kind of seeing this as a message about try not to be grumpy, just in general. Try and be upbeat as much as you can, even if that's a bit tiring for you. You have Vertrauen there, faith, trust, confidence, Erfolg, success. Beautiful, beautiful, beautiful messages. And Liebesbeziehung, romantic relationship. Interesting. So you guys are getting success in work, study, personal goals, whatever jumps out at you there, but you're also getting success when it comes to relationships. More equality in relationships, more loyalty, more security, more confidence. Just trust that the universe is bringing this towards you, and trust in yourself to be able to do this as well. Whatever goals you've set for yourself. Chochmah, right eye, wisdom. Okay, so group 2 got that card as well. That is the second emanation on the Kabbalistic Tree of Life. And it is about new beginnings. So there is a great new beginning coming in for you. Group 3, it is just kind of behind the scenes. It's been set out for you right now by the angels. You can't quite see it yet because they're still just finalizing everything, but those circumstances have been laid for you now. So you can enjoy anticipating this great new beginning. Chochmah is a vessel to hold that which is most precious, the first gate out of potentiality and a step into the realm of the known. Chochmah is the first moment a newborn child opens its eyes, that child's first steps and first word. He is the beginning of a lifelong journey whose path disappears over the horizon, where Keter, the emanation before this, the first emanation on the Tree of Life, is the pen that hovers over the page. Chokhmah is the moment of contact. From nothingness, wisdom is formed. To have insight into that which is not known is a gift that is not bestowed lightly. The great orb breaks the surface of our consciousness. So essentially, if you don't know anything about Kabbalah or the Tree of Life, it is this 10-point tree, very spiritual symbol. You may actually have seen it before, even if you don't know what it is. And it's about creation, manifestation, all the different steps of creation. And so Chokhmah is the second step. So Keter is the first one, and that's where you kind of get that first flash of inspiration or a new idea pops into your head. Chokhmah is the beginning of you forming that idea properly. Then you've got the 8th angel there, and the 25th angel. I know that that angel is something to do with inspiration. We'll check out the 8th one as well. Angel of Justice. When you are disappointed by human justice, confide in the only infallible law. So know that karma is kind of on your side here, group 3, especially if that's something you've been worried about. Karma is definitely on your side. And then we have Angel of Inner Awakening. Inner light is often celestial inspiration. So you have this strong inner light. You are a light worker. Definitely group 3. Could see that anyway from the cards, but this is your confirmation. You are here to spread light in the world, and you are going through such a deep awakening. Even if you're someone who's had a spiritual life for a very long time and, you know, you think, well, I've come a long way already. Well, guess what? You're going through another transformation. You're going through another leveling up. Then we have Barbiel, Angel of Scorpio. Israfel, Angel of Song. And Sariel, Angel of the Waning Moon. So let's read what these say on the back. Barbiel, Angel of Scorpio. There are times when words fail and action must be taken. When trials beset our lives and no other course of action is available, we have to fight. The nature of this sign is to be an ally, loving in the easy times and harsh when the world demands it. Barbiel is our sword against the darkness. It is our power to strike back when necessary. Then Israfel, Angel of Song. The ecstasies above, with thy burning measures suit, thy grief, thy joy, thy hate, thy love, with the fervour of thy lute. So strong creative energy there. Expressing yourself in a way that is non-conventional. And then Sariel, Angel of the Waning Moon. As the earth tugs on the moon tugs back on the earth. For each force, another will always exist in perfect opposition. The lives of men and angels are similar. Though the power of one may be greater than the other, their existence reflects each other. So you're kind of drawing angels to yourself at this time based on what you're doing. You're drawing the right people towards you and the right spiritual energies towards you. And there's a lot here about equality in relationships as well. Nevzdávej se, naděje. Don't give up hope. Beautiful, beautiful card. Friede, number 43, peace. Beautiful. Let's get you one more card, group 3, and then we'll do your charms and dice. Or 2 cards if 2 of them jump out. Number 20 there, making a clear-cut decision. Wow. There's the visualization there, so that harks back to that Clown of Crossroads card. And then you've got number 47, inspective alertness to the surroundings. And look, it's about song, it's about music in the visualization. Super interesting. So I'll read from the guidebook just to see if anything jumps out at me. Number 20, first of all. So this is the Hebrew letter Zayin. And this says, this is all about substance, meaning and purpose. Things will get better and desires will be fulfilled when you focus on what really matters. You will not get anywhere if you do not make an important decision right now. In order to focus on the major issue, you need to stop everything and ask yourself, who am I and what is my purpose in life? This is not the time to deal with nonsense. You've reached a turning point in your life and you need to realize a few major facts. What really matters to you? And what is the subject on which to focus all your efforts? How far must you go in order to achieve your vision? Whom should you socialize with, and who are the people that will benefit you in your life? What external influences do you need to neutralize, and what is important to learn from your neighbors? You may be influenced by your surroundings and absorb confusing messages. You will need to put aside everything that would not advance you spiritually or materially and break the chains that hinder you. Adopt an individualistic way of life, even if it requires seclusion from some people. Interesting, very connected to the Hermit card and a lot of other cards that you've got. And then number 47 is the Hebrew letter Ayin. Inspective alertness to the surroundings. And this says, love of the pleasures of life and attraction to sensual delights motivate the people to look around them and identify any opportunity that comes their way. Great alertness to the environment and a good ability to absorb and understand a given situation. Collecting data about how much property other people possess. Striving to achieve high social status and firm financial foundation. Looking at the physical world, comparing what you have with what others have, maybe connected to that jealousy card here. A realistic and analytical approach, be more objective, motivates you towards the goal without having to surrender the control to any authority or individual. Material achievements are gained through practicality, consistency, persistence, hard work, and going all the way to success. A talent to see things as they really are. Wow, okay, really, really good, you guys. This is super positive. So let's get your charms on top. You might want to turn down the volume if you don't like the charms, the sound of them, because they can be a bit loud. Okay. So gorgeous, you've got a guardian angel there working with you, and I think actually you've got many. You experience a strong angelic presence around you. You also have fire elementals working with you like dragons and salamanders, and that's a positive message for good luck as well. You guys definitely going through a transformation. Summertime is important here. The summer charm there. Maybe when you kind of hit full transformation, when you kind of complete this cycle. You've got another good luck charm with the ladybird. There's a worry about timing there for you with that little Alice clock charm. Maybe you're worried that something's taking too long to unfold, or the inverse of that. Maybe you feel like you're transforming too quickly and it's a little bit dizzying or worrying. I kind of feel it's more the former, that you're worried that something's taking too long to come about in your life. Feeling a little bit stuck, feeling like you haven't got a lot of control, or that you want more socializing. Getting rid of toxic people or manipulative people from your life there with the crocodile. We've got the letter X, could be about deleting people or things from your life, could also be about, obviously, an ex that you're trying to move on from or get rid of. Even an ex-friend, for example, or an ex-colleague. Could also be another word or name that comes to you. Giving yourself space is important. Like we've said, pulling away from certain people, getting your head together, thinking things through. Someone is very attracted to you at this time, or you are just incredibly attractive, especially when it comes to, obviously, relationships, but also law of attraction, bringing opportunities your way and manifesting. Money, finances, material world, household life, family is all kind of on your mind. And that's positively aspected at this time. We've got something or someone returning to you, whether that's kind of integrating past strength, whether it's about past lives, whether it's literally about meeting someone that you haven't spoken to for a while. There's a sense of like things coming back to you, but it's positive. Seeing an old friend or moving back home or something. And on the Don't Give Up Hope card, you've got the True Love charm. So there's definitely a loving relationship coming your way, or about to be manifested, group 3. we're going to roll the third set of dice for you, and obviously you are group 3, and that is the mystery dice, these ones. Lovely purple colour. And we're rolling 5 of them for you. Okay, group 3. Aha, this big love heart. So yes, love. Love is coming your way, or is already around you, group 3. There's a worry there about the future with the person not wanting to look around the corner. Worry about making the wrong decision. I don't think that's possible for you. You've got the ghost there, so it could be about a blast from the past, you know, maybe even someone that you're trying to ghost, that you're trying to pull your energy away from them. Again, past life memories. Memories of your early childhood, possibly. People that you haven't spoken to for a very long time, coming back to the forefront, whether you bump into them, getting a message from them, or just kind of remember them, and it brings back a lot of feelings. We've got the mysterious stranger here. So someone who's about to offer you a lot of opportunity, and it's landed on the romantic relationship card. So it could be a new person in love, could be just someone who comes in and gives you a great opportunity or a lot of advice and support. And then finally, the letters or writing. Signing important documents at this time, writing down your feelings, maybe writing in a creative way as well is going to bring you a lot of positivity. Reading as well, but especially the writing, the creative side of this. A lot of you are going to be signing contracts, or important letters are going to be sent off, whether it's actual letters or emails or whatever. That's what I'm seeing for you at this time, group 3. So super positive, so proud of you guys. This is amazing and really, really exciting for you to be living at this time, whether you feel that way and appreciate that or not. There's a lot of exciting things going on here. So thank you so much for watching this, you guys. Please do comment below and let me know how it resonated. I'm super interested to hear about that. Definitely like, share, subscribe as well if you enjoyed this. Check out the description box for lots of links on how to get more involved in what I do on the channel. You can go ahead and book a private reading or an angel healing session on my Etsy page. If that interests you, you can go and follow me on Instagram or Billy if you'd like to do that. If you want to get access to giveaways and exclusive content that I only post on Patreon, then check out my Patreon page. There's some things that I only make available for patrons. And if you want to be super generous like the lovely Miriam and donate a deck or a donation, thank you so much. Check out my Amazon wishlist and my indie deck wishlist if you want to send a deck. If you'd like to leave a tip or a small donation, thank you again. I have a PayPal link and also my Etsy tips jar as well, so definitely check that out if it interests you. And have a wonderful rest of your day, you guys. Thank you for spending your time with me here today, and I'll see you again soon. Bye bye. Take care.